Well, good morning, everybody. And as you can tell by this wonderful umbrella I'm carrying, it's it's a rainy one, so it's new. But usually our mornings start off with a nice blue sky, and then it turns bad on us. But yeah, and this is the Tour de Ile, so those poor cyclists are all going to get wet today. Oh joy! And this is our first day. Worshiping in the Sheen at our new location. So that's all going to be exciting. So as we're reading through today, starting on reading the Song of Solomon, we live in a world where marriage has been reduced down to partnership. And so what we find is that it is almost like a business arrangement. People have their own bank accounts, they have their own separate lives, they have their own separate friends, they do all things and separately, and they just seem to have a convenient living place together. You know what I mean? There's a common arrangement to have certain purchases that they have in common. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. It just seems that the old notion of the two becoming one really has gone by the wayside, and it's more of a partnership. And you might think, well, what's the big deal? So marriage is defined a little bit different these days, but it really impacts how we see our relationship with God. In that, if we see marriage this way, and you might think it's a stretch, but if you see marriage this way, you'll also see in your relationship with the Lord this way, like a partnership. And what Song of Solomon does is it reminds us of what love is, because it isn't a business relationship. It's a love relationship. It's what marriage was meant to be. I'm finding it hard to get this out this morning because I have a dog that's trying to pull me in all the wrong directions. Sorry about it. That's Allison. So we have this thing, this attitude with God that, if we do a certain thing, we'll get a certain outcome, because that's what it's like with business, right? You invest, you expect certain things back in return, and we have a common goal. We have this thing between us, but our life is mainly lived apart from each other. We call on God when we need Him, and we bring to Him what we think He wants, which is worship, and we'll pay our tithes and offerings, and so it's kind of a business relationship we go into. But we all know, because I think we've all had the relationships of love, where love costs and love is messy, and there's demands on love. There's the demands of selflessness, of sacrifice, of giving of self, of being engaged with one another. And there are some times that you just put into the other person, and you're never going to get out. There's going to be no return on it. You just love because that's who we are, and that's what we're supposed to do. It's our character. Man, Allison is really something today. You should see this dog. Look at this dog. Just rolled around in the dirt. Look at her. Yeah. Anyway, I should edit all this, but that's my life. So we've got to get back to this notion that this relationship we have with the Lord is not a business arrangement. It's not we do all the right things and we get eternal life out of it, or anything of that sort. This is a relationship we have now not in the coming time, not when we get into eternity, not when we get into heaven. This is a relationship we have now. It's an intimacy that we have now. The benefits are now. He is in us and we are in him. That marriage described from the beginning, where the two will become one. We have that unity. Christ says that we have the unity with him that he is with the Father, and that we are in him and he is in us. And he gives us that whole teaching on the vine. And apart from him, we don't have life. It's as simple as that. So that's something for you to consider as you read through the Song of Solomon today. Just look at how love is described. It's a messy affair. God bless.